Hey guys, welcome to Copernicus Corner. I'm back over in Watcher of Realms at the moment, and realized that I have a bunch of things stored up for just this very purpose of getting more summoning crystals. Now, I have one current, I think, maybe two, but what I can get is a significant number more from these here mystery rewards. So, the reward preview, we have the ability to get a legendary, ancient, rare summoning crystal, or 10 ancient summoning crystal shards, or 5 legendary summoning crystal shards. So let's go ahead and see if we can get anything that we want from this. So let's produce one, see what happens. Alright, that time we got 5 legendary summoning crystal shards. Nice. Let's try again. We got a rare summoning crystal from that. It's the second one. Let's try again for the third one. We got 5 more legendary summoning crystal shards for that. And we're going to do a fourth one. We got 10 ancient summoning crystal shards from that. And then we'll do a fifth one. And just see where we're at. Okay, we got 5 legendary summoning crystal shards for that. Alright, let's get out of here. Go to storage. Because we've got some of those. Let's see how many of each we have. Alright, we would need 5 more of the legendary summoning crystal shards or 5 more of the ancient summoning crystal shards to be able to move one of those. Howsoever, do I want to do that right now is the question. We have 335 diamonds, and we have, I think two summoning crystals. So we could summon 2 with what we have. Oh yeah, well one of them we just got a minute ago, that's right. Alright. So we could summon 2, and then we'd be 188 out of 200. I think let's go ahead and summon those 2 and see what happens before anything else. Alright, so first one we got Liam, a 2-star marksman. With unshakable and accurate, Liam can attack multiple enemies simultaneously from an impressive distance. And he's from the Piercer faction. He's really not terrible for a green. And then, what do we have next? We have Skull, the 3-star fighter, with a galvanizing roar, Skull boots allies and lays enemies low. Able to regenerate health when low. So, that was the 2 we got from those 2 crystals. I'm holding off on spending the diamonds because it's possible that Baruch can pull up some diamonds for a little less, or some summoning crystals for a little less diamond cost. And that's in 4 minutes he'll reset, so I don't see any reason to jump the gun on that. So let's go back over to our cook over here. We can make a few more tries, as you can see, on these crystals from this direction. We're going to just do it one at a time. Let's produce one. And if we get a rare summoning crystal, we'll just go use it. We'll do it one at a time. There it is, rare summoning crystal. So, there's another chance. And we'll go try and see what we get. Be a little slower about things, but that's alright. Actually, I should also have some raids going in the background. At least a couple, because we can get different things from these background things going on. We got the war fates going on here, and going and using the stamina and getting the things is giving us more points in this event. And so we could potentially work our way up to getting some summoning crystals this way. Also, we've got this magic paint over here, which we have some quests we can do, including eliminating monsters and obtaining gear from gear raids that can get us through those events and earn us some of these paints, which can then ultimately lead to us getting this lovely one right here at the bottom meter. Something to consider. So, in the meanwhile, let's hop back over there to the mystery rewards. But wait, did I just get crystal? I did. Alright, so let's do this first before we go crazy. Alright, this time we've got Halder. 2-star fighter. As a traveling mercenary, Halder seeks to repay a debt that saved his very life. Alright, now let's go see. What do we get with our mystery reward? Alright, we got 10 ancient summoning crystal shards with that, which means we'll be able to put together an ancient summoning crystal. That's pretty cool. Let's produce another one of these guys and see what we get this time. It's 5 legendary summoning crystals. The cool part about that is that's going to mean we can make a legendary thing. Do I want to use it right now? I don't think so. So I won't worry about putting it together. Can't use the ancient one, and I don't want to use the legendary one. So let's try producing another thing and see what we get here. 5 legendary summoning crystals. Alright, try again. I don't have any problem with anything I get from it. It's all good stuff, so it's fine. We got 1 rare summoning crystal from that. So let's go try it out and see what happens. One at a time. Jonas, the 2-star fighter. Your classic drunkard with a spear. He may be a deserter, but he sure can bolster himself with fight. Alright, well, let's go start some of these raids in the background real quick. I know I'm colliding, I'm just all over the place. Let's do some gear raid 1. And, I wonder if I can progress in one of these. I guess I'll use whoever I used last time. Maybe not, though, because actually I have improved neutral since then. So I think I will switch out Idril for Greed. That seems like a good idea. I'm hopeful that she'll do better than she once did. Suggested EP for this level is 420,096. We have 452,148, so let's try it. As for what I did the last time I was in, I'm really not sure. This time, I think I'm going to do... I think this is probably going to be close to what I did last time. I don't know. We'll see. We need to get Ethan out here. We need to get Arrogance out here. And then, probably we want to pump them up as much as possible. I guess we're going to start with Dao Chan in DPS mode. And then we should be able to throw Lull out, I suppose, there. To help get their rages and all that going a little bit more. Now with Idril, her main thing is her ultimate as far as all this is concerned. So let's stick her down, but let's stick her back here. And, I don't know, we'll face up. It doesn't really matter too much. We can also get Arrogance going a little bit better by throwing some of these, some of these Nightmare guys out there. So we can put Gluttony out, for instance. And, we could probably put Wrath out. We could put, actually, let's stick Xena out. I'm kind of interested in saving Idril for her big shot there for the big monster guy who comes out. But I guess I can go ahead. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe he's on his way. I don't know if this is useful or not, but we'll throw Arrogance, or a Wrath rather, out. And then, Baron. Ah, yes. They're shooting with the ballista right now. I should have waited for after that. Foolish me, right? Alright, they're in here. You'll not make it very long. I have done things foolishly overall. Well, I really wanted to wait with her, but I really, we can't target him particularly. It occurs to me nothing is out here. I should have just been using her thing the whole time, but oh well. Let's throw Gluttony out, facing up. He won't live very long, that's fine. We can put Xena out, and we'll put her right by this big bad guy right there, facing out. And she won't live very long either, and that's okay. She doesn't really need to. Put our Dao Chan out in the middle there to try to keep people alive for a moment longer. And there she went. And then we'll throw him out again. Facing down this time. And, I should have had her in DPS mode this whole time because the only chance that we have at all is to DPS these guys. That's the whole game plan. So, for what it's worth, we have pretty well failed at everything that I should have been doing. That's it. At least we can continue to throw people out here. And it looks like Wrath has gotten the attention of the big bad guys that is making the barricade stay up for a little bit longer. It's a whole mess over here. But I think we may actually end up winning it. It's hard to say for sure, but it feels like we're kind of going in the winning direction of Xena will do more DPS this time than she did last time, which is a cool thing about her. I don't know who I have there or don't have there, so I'll just stick her over here and place her toward the forest to try to get this fella here. Baron managed to live through that. And I think this is the end. So we did manage it. I don't think this one guy is going to finish us off very well. Although, I don't know, it doesn't look like we're exactly beating him down much. That's okay. Rat's going to come and play and finish that guy off. I hope. I know it's looking bad. They can't beat the one guy. It's so tough. Alright. Made it through, that's the key thing. So we got the victory. We got the soul core intact and all that. That was a terrible thing we did there, but it worked. Xena did pretty good. All things considered. It went okay. It went okay. I can't argue with the results, right? So we got 30 diamonds, 675 XP potions, 4,100 coins, one of these life force weapons of the legendary variety, and 10 divine emeralds for that. I'll take it, Alright. So, let's see what happens if we auto-fight that. Well, did that actually work well enough to be able to auto-fight? Let's use 2 of these. Oh, I forgot to look and see what it looked like. That was the whole plan. I didn't want to do a background when I wanted to do I want to look at it, but I suppose that's not what we're doing right now. Ah well. Good news is that Baru has reset. Let's see if he has anything. Not so much. No good. And with the crystals, we still don't have any more crystals because even though we got some diamonds are not crystals. Let's go ahead over to the mystery rewards and see if we can get anything down. We got 10 ancient summoning crystal shards, which is always cool. Not what I was looking for, but better than nothing. Alright, cool. Let's see. So that was the extent of those. I can go ahead and exchange some of those for shards, and so that'll give us one legendary summoning crystal and one ancient summoning crystal. So that's neat. Finished the background fight. I guess it went well because we got 4,100 coins, 927 XP potions, one whirlwind weapon, and 10 divine emblems. Alright, cool. Then in that case, what next? I think we go look at the events and see exactly what I need to do. Alright, we are far away from that 2150 we would need for another one, but we could do it. We would need to earn points. Consume stamina. So is that 8 stamina for 20 points, it looks like. We can definitely do that. Just consuming gold is 200 for 2,200 points. Surely not. That's very cheap. There's a way that I could very easily consume some points and just question it, you know? Not sure if it's the right way to go. Consume development items. So I already promoted some of my guys up. Not sure if I want to do that right now or not. Participating in the arena would get us some points as well. Tough call on what I should do on those notes. Can't do... Okay. Magic plate. Monster belly. So really it comes back down to do period one events. Alright, so let's start on some of those, and it should be fine to run it in the background, I think, because the first one went through okay, and so I guess it worked. I do want to watch it again. Go here, and it's stage 17 into an auto fight, but this time I don't want it in the background, so I'm going to watch it. So I'll have to spend some points to do this. But just a second, I'm gonna go AFK, I'll be right back. am back. Yep, sorry about that. Let's see here. Let's start this, and we'll use two more of these samples and get 20 more stamina there. And then we'll start this not in a background fight. That way we can keep an eye out and see what happens. Alright. One cool thing about watching a map that I enjoy is just seeing how it looks. Like, what did I do wrong? What could I do better? On this particular one, I did fairly terribly. Um, so there's a lot of things I could do better, probably. Like, putting Xena out was a good idea. And I should have been putting her out every time that she was available. I don't know that I did do that. I think I probably didn't. And it wouldn't have been a bad idea to do so. I didn't use Etral's ultimate as soon as it came up because I was saving for this guy here, who's on the lizard. Now, I don't know if it was a good idea to wait like that or not. But it's what I did. So, it worked. It's doing a lot better this time than it did in the real version because I've got that 30% extra boost from the Power of Dominance. After having 3-starred something, you get the Power of Dominance and you get 30% more damage than you did the first time. So that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at this. So we got 675 XP potions, 4,100 coins. Got a mythic breastplate, a legendary breastplate, and 10 divine emblems. Alright, cool. And then we'll complete that, and it looks really fine. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some auto fights at it. And we're going to go up to right there. So 9 times, background fight. And we're going to use one of these large potions here. Huge stamina potions, no less. To do some background fights on some gear. And that's going to move us along in the War of Fates event. Let's quick claim and give here. Add friends, we got the Mind Goblin on here 5 minutes ago, so let's accept that. Alright, let's see now. What else might I want to do? Let's go see what we have here. 365 diamonds at the moment. On our next summon, we're going to get 10 more diamonds from this little thing in the upper right corner over here. And we only need 10 more total, so that's going to be, we've got 365 right now. So that's 4 summons worth, plus this will be a 5th. I'm going to have to come up with 5 more summons somewhere. If I wait, there's the possibility that Baruch will get some decreased cost on a crystal. So maybe I don't do anything about that right now. We've got the mine over here, where occasionally we'll get some diamonds. She's got 1,250 coins, 500 XP potions, and 2 stamina for us now at the moment. So we'll claim all that. And then I think we go back to the Void Rift. We've got some more we can do in there. And so we can gain some more diamonds as we go along. So let's see, War Room, and then Void Rift, and then what? What is this thing? The inevitable demise encroaches upon all. Behold, as your own downfall draws near. Crimson Star periodically deals damage to ground units and corrupts the tiles. block it at the forefront of its path to prevent its effects. So, that is very similar to what we were doing previously, I think. Let's look at this. I don't see an air portal here, so I'm not sure where he's going to come from. He's obviously a ground creature. He's ranged. Targets all ground heroes, dealing massive magic damage to them and their adjacent heroes, while also corrupting the tiles to continuously deal damage to heroes positioned on them. Alright. Prioritizes attacking defenders, dealing magic damage 2 times to the target, and the target's adjacent heroes in a horizontal and vertical line. It does massive magic damage to all heroes within 2 tiles. Invested by the savage power of otherworldly energy, this entity's sanity has been utterly decimated, leaving it with one sole purpose: to annihilate everything. We also have the Restorers and the Uncommon Destroyers. So, alright. What shall we do? Let's go engage in battle. And then what? Perhaps it's a good time. Well, Cetrit. Let me think about this for a second. So, what if we had Cetrit? Oh, no, we don't want to get rid of him. But if we had Cetrit and Hedril, might be better. Possibly. Okay, we can try that and see how it goes. Okay, so somebody's coming around that way first. We could try to kill some of these things right here before they get very far. And then we could put Hedron back here. Okay. Maybe. I mean, I don't love it, but I kind of think it might be possibly somewhat okay. I'm not really sure. And then, let's stick Hedril out. And not really sure where. So let's do, I didn't even think of the fact that they could come around that way. So how about here? Since we don't know what all the pathing is going to be yet, feels like that might be a good idea. We can put her here. And let's see. We can put Cetrum over here. Okay. Maybe. And again, the trouble is not really knowing how this map works, so not really sure. 3 more deployables. Could put Balin here to cover that area. Now, I don't know what this thing is over here, but it looks like a boss. We hate it. We hate it very much. So let's shoot it with Hedril. This might be the guy who targets the defenders and does that. Well, let's see. It increases attack range, but I don't remember how far it increases attack range. So maybe I'll wait for it to get a little closer before I do his ultimate, or maybe it'll tell me nothing is in range. I'm not really sure. Let's try it. Okay, no target in range. So let's wait till it gets a little closer and try again. Until it is in range. And in the meanwhile, maybe put her here, and then it can start hitting as soon as that comes closer. Oh, well then, that's a problem. Didn't see him, come out of there. That's unfortunate. Wasted the, there we go. Got a couple of hits off anyway. I've had a stick, actually we'll stick Baron out here. Primary goal of that is to just try to get Arrogance's attack speed up. And I'm actually going to take her down just to put Wrath up. Just so that their attack speed goes up. Alright, so that's about as good as I can do on that for the moment. So we've got Etrol with her ultimate ready. Nobody has come out of the top place yet that I've noticed to go toward Idrin. Although maybe they have and I haven't noticed. Not sure what is going on with that. But we're sure to find out momentarily, right? If I see any big bad emerge from there, I'm going to immediately hit Cetron. I think they were giving me a moment to recover. That was took a minute. That guy was kind of tough. On the one hand, I want to speed it up. On the other hand, I'm like, I don't know what's going to come out of this portal. If it's going to be another one of those guys, one of those boss guys. I want to have things saved back for that. And definitely taking a minute to emerge, though. So maybe I go ahead and do this. If I see somebody coming out, then I'll slow it down a bit. Alright, no problem. It's just another one of these guys. Okay, well, there we go then, I suppose. Hey, Cody, how you doing? We got 66% through this, what do you call it? I don't know, stage? Wardrift? So we got the Mythic Extract, 20 diamonds, 20,000 gold, 10,000 hero XP potions, and 1 rare summoning. Excellent. That's exactly what we wanted. let's go to the storage and claim this stuff. And then we can go try it in the camp. I suppose I can go there next. What do I... Okay, so we haven't claimed everything here yet. So let's go back. Try to find some things. No idea how one claims these things. Maybe this way? No, nothing there. Maybe it just means, like, for the whole thing. I'm not really sure. Maybe I claimed everything in this, like, part of it. We'll just need to go, I don't know. Let's see. Looks like that's the only thing left here to do. Alright, let's go to camp. And, move that to here. Accept this. 36,900 coins. 8,340 XP potions. A variety of different mythic armor pieces and legendary armor pieces. 100 divine emblems. And 10 of these demon soldier shards, Garnet Guard. In just a moment, I'll be right back. Alright, I have returned. Cody says definitely getting some good progress done on Woodridge. Absolutely. Definitely am. Alright, now, let's go do another pull on these here guys. Let's see if we've got it now. We only have 10 more to do. So let's try it. Alright, we got Spring, a 3-star healer. That's rejuvenating as the season itself. Spring can heal multiple units at once. Alright, cool. Spring. Okay, and get out of there. And, oh, hey, wait, what am I doing? I got this. Let's get our 10 diamonds from there while we're here. Alright, back out. And then... think this through for half a second. Gonna go back to the Void Rift. If I can find it. It's in the war room, guys. Alright, the Void Rift. Yeah, we're making our way through this thing, buddy. Slowly but surely. Got some diamonds right here, and either way, I'm gonna be able to use my diamonds if I don't have the other things, you know, so yeah, it's I'm gonna get there on this Anora thing. Have so much fun in your flesh, says the psycho Cthulhu-esque guy. The ancient god's messenger prioritizes attacking the last deployed unit. Alright, exciting. Priest of Thunder. Light armor, merged. Priest of Thunder will prioritize the last deployed unit first as the target. Egan's priest, who summons Thunder, is the consul in charge of Airy Port. Then we have Egan's Fanatics and Fallen Templars. So, we got some heavy armor, light armor, and then just the one ranged guy. So he attacks the last deployed unit. Engage in battle. I have a weird concoction of teammates here, meaning that I haven't fixed them. I guess on this map, probably this was the last group. I don't know. I don't know how I have these guys. But we're definitely going to change the party up a little bit. Okay, now... Yeah, alright, that's fine. I'm trying to think this through here. We've got a map that has... I'm seeing 6 definitive platforms. I'm not sure about the others. I don't know anything about how the melee is going to be. I do know that I have 2 portals to defend, but they're down one line. But not really, because they can come from the other side too. On both sides of this. Tricky, tricky. Let's see. Let's put each one in. And I think I'm gonna stick Cetrum in too. Cetrum? What is his name? Cetrum. Okay, so Cetrum. Not sure how I feel about most of these guys right now. I'll throw Greed in, just especially for that extra bonus to Arrogance. And then I guess I'll put Maul in. I'm not sure if she's a good choice in here or not, but we're gonna try it. Alright. Now, here they come right away. So, what if, hold on, let's see. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll put Arrogance at the back here. Or maybe not, actually. What if we put... You know what? Yeah, I think so. I think Arrogance at the back. Dao Chan can go there, but we need to immediately have a follow-up. So who are we going to put after Dao Chan? We don't know which direction they're coming from. We can heal to there. So, we can put her, followed up by... Ah, yes. Okay, I see. We have something going on up there. That's to prevent... That's to prevent people from going that way. What if we take him and face him down to cover anybody who might come that direction around? And then let's stick Idril out. She can also cover that side of the field. Now, Idril's getting hit, of course, right now. That's okay. Because I think we can stick Cetrum out next. It has such a wide coverage area. Will he be able to hit her? Not quite. I put him over here, of course he can. But which one do I pick with this? Do I want to go this way? I put him down when I can't go this way. Actually, yeah, I think I go this way. Alright, let's try that. And that may be enough to finish off the guys from that direction and not really have to worry about it as much. Especially if I stick Laurel here facing up. Means that she won't get Arrogance with her awesomeness, but I mean, it still may be okay. She's currently being shot by that one because she was the last one out. But why don't I use Eadril to do something about that situation? And then I can lose Cetrum. Finish that off. And then we don't have to worry about that quite yet. Now, we've got enough stuff going on at this point that I might can safely stay. Okay. Maybe I go ahead and put Greed out here. And then we can put Baron down there. He's the last deployable unit we have anyway. And then everybody gets the boost. Speed boost. And then he's also the last one taking damage. Which means that I can switch to DPS mode with Dao Chan. At least temporarily. Now I better switch back because somebody else is getting slaughtered. That was Greed who went down. Let's give him that back. Now the trouble is that I don't. Well, you know what? There's not really any trouble. I can put Wrath out. He'll be taking damage if I do periodically, but that should be fine. Let's stick him over here. And he'll heal up whenever he hits things. Probably be okay for the most part. Let's go ahead and switch her back over for the moment. And then switch her back. And then let's see if we can hit. Oh, wrong person. That's unfortunate. I somehow didn't realize that those guys were still there. It's too bad. So there went Wrath. We can put Greed back out to do a little bit of DPS. Not a lot. It's not really sufficient DPS. I want to use Cetrum's ability, but I don't want to waste it on these guys out front. Question is it really a waste or not? I'm not really sure. Almost got this guy down. There's a third one coming out though, and I feel like we gotta do this. Oh wow. There's no one in range. How interesting, because it's hot to around shit. Nasty. Alright. No good there. Should be able to hit them now though. With her. Suppose I can go throw him back out over there. Even though he's getting beaten a bit, he'll last a whole minute. Alright, all is well so far. Or well enough, anyway. Maybe a strong word to say well, but it's sufficient. And then we can use her again to blow up one of those gases. And that'll be the last one, so I'll DPS it. Alright, so 76% of the way through. She did very well. Evil letters. Alright, another rift has emerged. Quicken your pace. Here we have some coins. And some more diamonds. Here is this fellow. Have so much fun in your flesh, he says. But that's a weird thing to say, just overall strange. The ancient god's messenger prioritizes attacking the last deployed unit, which is the same thing as last time. You have a different board state, but it's the same idea. However, the ancient god's messengers, it says for every seal, okay, it's seal stone. For every one seal stone Calypso has, her basic attack releases one additional arrow, dealing extra damage. Gains a shield equal to 15% of max health, uses 15% of health if the shield's broken. Calypso channels the spell continuously for a while and gains a seal stone upon successful completion. Break her shield to interrupt the channeling. The Abyssal Priestess, who Egan's power has corrupted, is following Egan in the pursuit of power and dignity. Now, these are the same people. I don't know why it has them here twice, but here it does. Okay, then we have Egan's Fanatics and Stitched Carrion. Alright, cool. So, let's go to engage. And we will continue with the same group as we did before. Alrighty, let's see. First and foremost, what shall we do? I don't love either of these spots that they have in place, but I'm gonna go like this with him. And then, sure, let's do like this with him. And there are some areas that are going to need some kind of coverage in order to prevent the guys from jumping within the water. We don't have anything except for fighters who can be placed over there. But we could take, like, Edril, for instance. And Cetron to try to deal with that. There'll be too many really to do that with. Okay, so what if for this first maneuver we stick Reed here? We're gonna have to follow it up very quickly with somebody. But what if we stick Reed here and then Dao Chan here? And then we could put our main purpose is her ultimate. We'll put her here. And I wish I knew exactly how far Cetrum's ultimate goes because I've seen it before, but I've forgotten. But I don't know. Let's go this way. 2 more units deployable here. Could do one on either end of the pier. Or on the other side of the pier, I should say. Um, if so, let's start with Wrath over here. That ought to help somewhat. And then it would be Baron on the other side. Now we have this girl coming out this way. This person. Let's try to deal with that as much as possible. There's only so much that can be done there. So okay, this says no targeted range if I hit here. That's interesting. I would have thought that. Oh, because that's Wrath standing out there. That explains a lot. Cody says Centrum's range is nuts. His ultimate is basically a big box. Well, I knew it was pretty big, but it's not quite big enough to do what I wanted to there. But it's pretty big. It's funny that Wrath is actually doing significantly better out there than Baron is because of his heal. Um, I wonder if Cetrum can go off yet. Doesn't look like it. Oh no, okay, we can. Excellent. So you can help with that a little bit, maybe. Maybe not. I mean, he's shooting the stuff on Wrath's side, but I should have put him on the other side to help with Baron's stuff. I just wasn't sure how it would end up going. Now we've got that lady out again, so we're going to shoot her with E-Drone. And then, and I really don't need to have her in healing area. For what it's worth, I'll put his line. Just one moment. All right. Sorry about that, folks. I'm back again. Alrighty, let's see here. Looks like that went okay, in spite of improper placement. Fortunately, our BP is high enough that we can sail through it. All right, so looking at the stats here, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. And let's get this chest. Has 7 diamonds, 30 stamina, and 8,000 XP potions in it. Ah, boring gold run over there. Auto fight chances, diamonds. And I suppose the gold guy. Alright. Are you also eager to seize my treasure? He says. The higher the deployed hero's DPS is, the more rewards you will earn. And it's just your average boss battle for the gold. Alright, engage. And let's kind of glance at this stuff. I think that I ended up having a lot of extra guys, but I don't think it really matters too much. I could put Laurel in here. May as well. And I could put, I guess maybe Phelan would work a little bit better than I, just for her range. Or I could put Hollow to try to boost the other guys up a bit. Dowchan might be better. Because we have a lot of guys who are going to go to ground. Sure, it's good as is. Bonus is almost done. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, well, let's throw some of these folks out. Let's start with arrogance. And again, I did that wrong. I should have done that in the opposite order. Don't know why I have that problem. But we'll do those two. And then, who else will we do out? We put, Gluttony. And then we could put, sure, put Baron here. Wrath here. No. Wrath here. Xena can go with Wrath. Or Xena could go. Okay. So we could go behind. There, nobody's gonna make it that far. Good enough. Alright. Then we could put Laurel here to boost these guys. Aim here to boost these guys. And we're out of deployables. So, good enough. Wait for these folks to get in here. Really, they're so weak, though. But it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and do that. Just a moment. Sorry, I'm got the allergies today, and so I'm sneezing my head off. All right, let's see here. Go to stats on curiosity. Mostly arrogance was killing them on their way out. Um, so nobody else had really much chance to do anything. That's the main report there. All right, we've got lots of gold and 20 diamonds for that. And then it looks like this is the last fight there. Look at you, so fragile, so powerless, so inconsequential. Break the ancient god's messengers' shields, ancient god's messengers' shields, to interrupt her seal stone's summoning. Say that 10 times fast. Alright. I don't see any great place to stick Laurel there. If we look on this map here, I mean, we can put her. There's a place where she might do a little bit, but it's not very great, so I don't think I will. We have 4 nightmare guys. Cody says you're good, Ricky. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Do without all the sniffling, but there we are, nonetheless, Okay, let's see. How about Phelan just for her range? Alright, let's try that. Alright, so here we have him. We don't have very many places at all to stick anybody. Really, it's tough. I can put Dao Chan here and be able to cover a little bit. I suppose. Yeah, it's a tough call, really. Who we put down Nighthand for sure, but who? I mean, we'll put down Idrin. Seems like a good idea. But if I'm going to put Idrin here so that he gets the most coverage, then who will I put behind him? That is the question. We can put her anywhere. Because it just doesn't matter. We have 5 spots left to put the person. We can't use all 5, or all 6 of these locations to the left. Switch her over to DPS. And then, what shall I do? Got this guy coming out of the guy. I suppose we could put Idril here and face down. And that would cover that entire spray. We could put Cetrum back here. When he's got a good range, as previously mentioned, so we'll stick him there. I don't know if anybody's even going to be coming that direction, but I guess we'll find out. We don't have anybody to do anything about him right now. He's just sitting pretty right there. And then we've got Dao Chan here. Okay. Put on here if we want to. Something to consider, which can't hit far enough to do much. He's not going to wow me, but he will increase the attack speed of my other guys. So there's that. And I suppose. And then we'll go ahead and use her special ability to hit whatever she hits from where she's at. Alright, now, let's see what happens when he does hits. Hopefully, he shoots both of these guys. Who knows? If I was going to put down another guy on the ground, it would be probably... I mean, it's hard to say, really. I don't think that I'll want to right now. I will be eventually, but let's see where we can put something. There's only one spot. It's a matter of who. So Breed died. That's shocking. We could put Phelan down here and cover this right here. It's the only location that's really not covered at all. Sure, why not? We got her running around like a chicken with her head cut off. She's loose, she goes. Loose in the wild. Okay, so she got the sealstone summon, and that's just not nice at all. Don't like it. It's just not much I can do about it. They're beating up on Phelan over here. Very rude. Very rude indeed. Yeah, I could use Each thing, but I can't. Don't know where it's gonna put, so I kind of want to. And I hit her with him. I can't. Let's do it then. And now I can hit him or her with her. Cathedral. Wonder if I can hit her with him. Not yet. No, I can. Yeah, that worked out okay. We can only hit to there, so we can't quite do in there at all. I don't think there's nothing to do right now in this area either. Unfortunate. So I would like to. Can't do it. With two deployables. I guess there's no reason not to put Ralph down and get that extra speed boost. You always pick him up if we want to. Okay, I could put her here. I think I'm just gonna stick her here. And so we just have one person left. Oh, who's down here? How did I miss that? Yes, Neutral can do something about that, and Section wasn't quite ready to can him. Alright, Gilhoeth just won Nora. I see, that's cool. So, exploration progress, 98%. And that means we must something similar form, just I haven't definitely not sure. One mythic extract, 20 diamonds, one Voidrift prologue, 2 gear chest, 20,000 gold, 10,000 heal XP potions, one rare summoning crystal there. Alright, so let's claim all of this and get all kinds of stuff, including the one rare summoning crystal, which is what we really need more than anything. After exploration complete, let's leave. Alright, cool, cool. With that case, let's hop back from here and first of all, we have a little bit of stuff to can throw toward grades. And we want to progress the war fates a bit, so let's do your raids. And maximize that, which means fighting 2 times. And then we do a background fight on that. And let's come out here and we go to the events. Because we have two things. Well, the magic paint and the celestial ghost are both showing us the same thing. Alright, now we have quests complete, one quest complete, giving us 15 tubes of paint and 6 ancient summoning crystal shards, which is awesome. So, we don't have any idea the order. Ah, hey, there we go, there's something. So let's do like this. Right, slowly but surely getting there. Alright, great job, us. We did it. Cody says that gear set you just got scroll beast, if I remember. Nice. 300,000 gold for that. Ah, yes, we still have some more magic clean. We still have 6 tubes left. Alright, we got 2 of them, right? That's not too shabby, honestly. Ah, yes, okay, insufficient paint tubes. That's too bad. But we did get this one rare summoning crystal out of the deal, so that's actually kind of the goal of the moment. Alright, let's go on to summon then. Alright, we have 2 summoning crystals, and we have 9 more summons to go before we're guaranteed to get a go out. So let's try one. We got Breeder, the 2-star defender. Wields his great mace, Breeder defends the weak while in constant search of his lost love. What a sad tale. Woe and dismay. He's a sad paladin. Alright, here's Rumnose, the 2-star defender. The cheeky goblin can't stay out of the tree. Unhealthy, he's mighty hard to take down. Excellent. Alright, so we got those guys. And now, background fight is complete. We got 8,200 gold, 1,854 XP potions, a couple of pieces of gear, and 20 divine emblems. Cool. Now we do have 472 diamonds, so we could do it that way. But I'm, hesitant to. So let's see what we have here. 1,900 gold, 1,150 XP tokens, potions, 10 stamina, and 1 mithril over in the mine. Let's grab that stuff out. And then we have enough stamina to go run a couple more Gear Raid 1s. So let's do it. Gear Raid 1. Fight. Actually, no. 17. Auto fight. Try that way. Then let's go these background fights. Alright. Okay, all is going well so far, overall, I would say. What goes forward to another thing? I think we had all the stuff from the magic paint that we'll get until 11 somethings. 11 quests? No, 11. 11 stages, that's what it is. Of the things that we can continue to get, we are 6 of 10 on the hours spent. We'd have to claim friendship points 80 times during the event. We've done that 40 times, which means we'd have to also do it tomorrow. You need 50 pieces of gear from a gear raid during the event. We're working on that. We're 25 out of 50 there. And then 100 pieces. Rewards from Drake's Chasm, that's going to take a couple of days. Just can't do it in one day, unfortunately. Let's see. That kind of covers that. We've got the spiritual altar, which, we will pretty definitely be able to get this legendary skill crystal because we only have a few more summons before we're guaranteed to get a Nora. Probably, I don't know what she counts as, but it's a possibility we can get this ancient summoning crystal as well. I don't know if Nora, I don't think she's a lord, She's probably just she's a 5-star non-lord, I would imagine, which would be 500 points if so, which is not enough to get this ancient summoning crystal, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. Um, War of Fates, we basically need to use stamina and promote people and things like that. I went ahead and promoted the new guy up for tactician. You know, he's the only tactician I've got. I don't think he's the best tactician by any stretch of the imagination. I think his name is Astriel. Um, but anyway, he should suffice for the moment. Let's go ahead over to Hyperion and just see what the faction trial is today. It is Esotericis. I don't know if I have it that. Let's go look. Well, we have a lot of people. Most of them very low level. Like level 10 or below is what I'm looking at for the most part. And of the ones that we have, they're not really blowing my mind. That Cyclone is, as mentioned earlier, not very good. I think that's I, which would be better if there was some kind of support. Laurel is also a support class. The fish guy's pretty rough, and he's only level 10. Lily, I think her name is a healer. I haven't experienced her much. I think she's okay. I don't know if she's amazing. I'm not sure. I withhold judgment. I do have her written down on the mediocre list, which means she's not absolutely terrible, but probably not wonderful either. Palin is pretty decent. And so that's kind of, we've got Iona is, oh, not Iona, what did I write her? I wrote her on my mediocre list as well. Phelan, where did she end up? Did she even end up on a list? She may just not be nearly as good as what I was saying with the rest. But she's not on here, so that means that she's on the lowby side of things. Yeah, it's not phenomenal. Who's this guy? The lizard guy. That is Nazim. Nazim didn't make the list either. Sad. None of it's looking great. Laurel is really good, but she's a really good utility. I is okay. This guy here, he's going butt, and I've never really used him, maybe just in the faction trials. So, how about this one? Who's this? This is Kalina. Kalina, I think, was questionable. Yeah, I didn't even write it down. So she didn't even quite make the mediocre list. Nizalt is mediocre, so he's of this group one of the better ones. So him, Laurel, I, Lily, and this is Junkar. Junkar also didn't make the list. So, like, these are pretty much people who are fairly garbage overall. Some who are leveled up and some who are not. Current VP of the team is 107,445. Suggested VP for the stage is 200,704. Doesn't bode well. Let's go look real fast at what we got. Map info. Yeah, I think I'll save that for later. Maybe I'll have somebody else by then or something like that. Let's go ahead and look at this. We got 8,200 coins, 1,850 XP potions, a couple of mythic pieces, and 20 divine emblems for that. Alright, well, I think with all that in mind, we go heroes, and I don't know that I have a lot of things that I want to get rid of, but I can get rid of some of these guys in my bags. There's no 1 stars, of course. Um, the 2 stars, I'm just gonna get rid of the northern cores as before. And that's only for the fuse boards. Because the rest matter less. I can, use them to eat them, but there are so many that I get just all the time that I'm not interested in saving all of them. See what we have here. I had been keeping 4 copies of each, but say I keep 3 copies of each of the fused ones this time, we can gain a little bit of diamonds this way. And it's not like I'm in danger of having a bunch of resources to throw at such things anyway. Alright, so let's dismiss these, and then we should be able to get the Aurora unlocked. 210 diamonds. Oh, Cody says, by the way, don't forget about Laurel's Rage Regen skill where you place her, yeah, and pick her back up. The chance around her will get like half their ultimate bar back. I gotta go look for what we're talking about here. Hold on. Alright, so Laurel. Now, remember, I only have her opened it once. Okay, so that's when it's just upon death. Is that happens when you pick her up too? She doesn't have to die? I thought she had to die for that. Because oh my gosh. Okay, that's a game changer actually. Like, I thought she had to die for that to go off. Because it says upon death. My goodness. I think that man, that does make a big difference. Half their ultimate bar, that's crazy. Yeah, it is best to assume 50%. Crazy. Alright, well, I will keep that in mind, thank you. Let's see what her awakening stuff does too. She's awakened once, and that reduces damage taken by 20% during the effect of nature's aspiration, which is her ultimate. So that raises her HP, lowers her cost, raises her attack. I had wondered actually why it was important for her to cost less, but if you can be picking her up and putting her back down to increase the rage regen that much, I mean, that's crazy. So obviously that's why it is one that lets your cost less. And then the last one, during the effect of nature's aspiration, restores rage for one more target. That seems good. That's funny. Cody says, thought I'd say something because I don't think I've seen you take advantage of that. No, you haven't, because I didn't realize it was a thing. I just knew if she died, it was. And I'd kind of thought, like, well, I guess that's a good benefit if she dies, I'm gonna get regen, but didn't know. Thank you. Alright, now, let's go back out here, and we'll summon, go ahead and summon probably until we get her at this point. We have 7 summons left to do to guarantee it. And I'd rather not do it this way, but I feel like it's a good idea because I'll have to take a break here. Pretty soon it's 5:30. Alright, so I may as well go ahead and get a shot this way. Alright, summon with some diamonds. Alright, we got Aaron, the 3-star healer, gifted if not impatient. Aaron uses AoE to heal units and provide buffs. It would be better if it said gifted if impatient, right? Because that's saying he has this quality, but he also has this thing. Even if he's impatient, he's still gifted, kind of thing. But this is like if not impatient. And if it said if not patient, that would also work. This just, the wording kills me every time I Cody says it's also really good for clan boss to spam ultimates. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm already, when I use Xena, I do a lot of pick up and put down. But like, that's awesome as well. That'll be helpful. Summon again here. See what we get. It is Gorza, the um, 3-star defender. As fierce as she is gorgeous, this orcish shield maiden stands firm in a walls of many. Alright. Continue. And summon again, I think. Alright. So, we've got Overall, the 3-star fighter, the epitome of a berserker. Shields won't help when he enters a rampage. Continue. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Here we go again. Down to 408 clean diamonds at the moment. Alright, let's summon. Cody says Anora is going to help in a bunch of AoE content. I'm sure that's true. We got Gogren, the 3-star fighter, stained crimson. This feral beast rouses allies with his war cry and goes berserk when health is low. Gogren. And we're at 330 diamonds left. Sadly. Let's do it. We're very close to the upper limit here, commenting. We got Elikos, the 3-star marksman, who is a member of the cultist faction. Not every day you see an average-skinned goblin. With frosty arrows that inflict slow, he just can't miss. 242 left, and we actually only have 2 summons left before we're guaranteed to get her. So that's where we're at. Summon. It's either this one or the next one, folks, so it's gonna be the next one. Alright, we got Rogers. 2-star defender. Stalwart and loyal, Rogers can bolster his own defenses to become a human wall. Alright, so I guess this is a foregone conclusion about what we're getting. Alright. So now we have a cutscene.
The ancients has brought me back to life.
And that's just not what anybody ever needs to see in life right there. But here we are, nonetheless. What are we doing right now? Alright.
Arise, my hero!
No comments. That's what I've got on this. No further comments. Alright. Alright. Well, there it is. Anora, a 5-star mage from the cultist and esotericist faction. Anora, who fell from heaven for love, cherishes every sunset she views together with Emiret. To soothe his beloved's fears, Emiret created a doppelganger named Labor, forever guarding Anora. So wait a minute. Is Emiret a dragon? Now I'm... I didn't think about this, but I just noticed he created a doppelganger. Now I have to know if he's a dragon. Let's go back. There's a gallery here somewhere. I can find it. It's over here. Gallery. Got it. Now, I have no idea what Emiret is. It sounds like a nightmare guy. There's some dragons. There's Salazar. He's a lizard. Uh, what's this? This is Ares. He's a minotaur, I want to say. All right, we've got this guy. This is Torador. I've seen him before. I think he came as a hero's visit guy. Let's see what else we got here. There is, what we want to look for is dragon guys, I feel. Don't see him. Maybe he's not in Nightmare. This is Bloodall. Alright, let's see. Cody says it's all the way at the bottom. Is that the unknown? No, the unnameable. The unnameable. There he is, Emerit. Alright. He's an unnamed guy. There's only 2 of those. I'm noticing the Ajax and him. So the cool part about the unnamables is that they can go in any faction trial and stuff like that. So, now, not to get into this too deeply, but Emerit's lover is Honora, who was laying on the ice with the tentacles. Alright? I think that Honora may have some confessions to make. You know, it's possible that you know, the priest is getting an earful every week. That's all I'm saying. All right, that's all. All right. Cody says Emerit is very good and makes Honora even better. LOL. And yes, yeah. All right, let's go back to the cursed cult over here. Oh gosh. All right, we've unlocked crit rate plus 3% for all of the members of the cursed cult. Now, who do we have in there? We have Morrigan. She's good. I think that Abyssal is going to be good. I don't know who the girl with the bunny ears is. Is it bunny ears? Who is this person? Oh, it's Honora. We just got her. Okay, so she's a cultist and an esotericist. Alright. You know, somehow I should have known that she would be a cultist. That makes so much sense. Then we have Cyrene, who is okay, but I've been having to use her in the faction trials. Greed is also in this faction as well as in that. No, that's cool. Weird. Then there's Leona and I, who I occasionally use for one reason or another. Jorge I've been using in the faction trial, and as well as Aatrox. And of course, you know, faction trial is always using Voltus and this other dude here, Elikos. Alright, cool. Good to know. Now we got something in events to claim, and spiritual altar. And it is 1 legendary skill crystal. Nice. Alright, excellent. Good to know. Let's come over here. Got something in the mailbox from Honora. Getting secret letters from Nora. I'm not sure I'm ready for this. Alright, from Honora. Our little tale has just begun. Take this gift and savor my sweetness, Commander. I'm looking forward to a deeper connection with you. See? How'd I know it? I know it. I mean, really? Come on. I'm not looking forward to this connection, Honora. I guess I'll take the gift, but like let's not take this too far. Alright. There we go. Some people, you don't know where they've been, but with Honora, you know where she's been, and you don't want to be there. There it is. Alright, now, we got that. Huh. It's a whole thing right there. Well, what else do we have up here in the Void Rift? Gonna have to go in a minute, but I do want to look. We did unlock the weekly thing. That's amazing. Alright, Valkyria says explore the diverse difficulty levels of the Void Rift. Select a difficulty level every week. Okay. Every Monday at 12 o'clock, the void rift will reset, allowing you to select difficulty levels. And it really is going to force us to choose normal. Like, we have no choice. We have to choose normal. What's interesting is I don't see an easy, so it's just like it starts with normal, then it's elite. You can't easy mode? No, we don't even have that. Okay, well I'll click normal as it, absolutely insists that I do. And here we are. Oh look, it's a white crystal. What is that, I wonder? Let's go click on it. Mithril. Oh, interesting. Oh, Olog will join your team in the Void Rift. Cool. You guys have told me about Olog, and it seems like there's a lot of respect for his potential here. Alright, well, let's go to the storage and look and see what this is. It's a void chest obtained from the Void Rift. This chest contains various items. Well, let's see what they are. Claim it. Wait, once you claim the rewards, you'll not be able to change your difficulty level this week. Are you no, I'm good, thanks. I don't need to. I wondered why we needed to claim things. Come up like these. Okay. Alright, I see how it is. So we have 3 days and 8 hours left on this before it resets, right? Alright. We'll call this good for now and go back out of here. What are the goals that I want to achieve right now? That's the question. I'm going to have to go, but first I want to see what I actually want to do when I come back. I see that we're going to have a gold bonus plus 100 when we hit level 12 of this, which is in 225 points. That's something to kind of keep in mind, to go double up feature for an hour. No, for a day. An hour would be much worse. We've got... Okay, so we have technically the Arrival of Heroes running still, which we've maxed out the bar on, so it doesn't matter at all. And the Mystery of Artifacts, which we've also maxed out the bar on, and that doesn't really matter at all either. So I'm not interested so much in those things. We have these events. The Magic Paint, that's something that I want to look into unlocking more of, because I don't know what all's in there, and it seems like a good idea to find out. Most of this stuff is going to be easy. Obtaining gear from Gear Raid during the events seems like the main thing that I want to focus on. So Gear Raids, right? Spiritual Altar, that's for summoning, guys. If I get more of that, it's not going to be today, I would imagine. If Root has some things in his shop for 77 diamonds, then maybe. But I'm not going to get much further, and surely I won't get another good pull. So 7,700 is probably not going to happen. It may happen by the end of 5 days, because I do like to do one pull every day to satisfy the parameters of that quest. But I doubt I'm going to get it in 5 pulls anyway. War of the Fates, there's a lot of things you can do to make that happen, including just spending stamina and doing arena stuff. So arena is on the board. The gear raids are on the board. Even sign-in is going to go up whether I like it or not. Zombie Invasion is definitely fun, and I'll definitely be doing that at some point today. Immortal Codex, I have... Oh, you know what? That's so funny. There's this whole shop here that I still haven't redeemed anything from. Probably I'll get the ancient crystals. Cody says we get an ancient banner on Sunday. That's cool. I'll want to use that, I'm sure. I can get 3 of these ancient summoning crystals with what I have, and have 400 points left over. So, I could throw that toward stamina if I need to, just to increase the amount of things that I can do for the War of the Fates quest. But I don't really need to, and it would make more sense to go like 1 ancient summoning crystal and then maybe one diamond. Um, or no, sorry, I said one. Three ancient summoning crystals, and then one diamond. Um, one set of diamonds that would be so 2400 plus 250 would be 2700, and then if I did my math right there, hold on, 2400 plus 250 is 2650, right? Um, so 2650 would give me 350 points left. I could do two of the staminas after that, and I'm telling you, my brain is totally gone. I'm gonna try that again. Okay, 800 times 3, 2400. Alright, so I could do three of those, two of the diamonds, which would be another 500, putting me at 2900, and then probably just two of the gold pieces, 10,000, so it'd be like 20,000 gold there. Wow, made it through that. Maybe someday I can add, and when things get real crazy, we'll do some subtracting as well. Nuts. All right. Anyway, so gear raids I think is where I want to keep going with my points right now. I don't have a whole lot. In fact, right now I'm at 16 stamina, but I think I can just use some potions. I don't know that I can do much. Maybe that's not the way I'm going. Maybe I want to go right now and start leveling Anora up, actually, before I worry about this other stuff. That's probably a good idea. She is... Where is she? I did throw some things into him, just to get some of that devotion credit to get me over that hump I needed for the War of Fates meter to get those diamonds, and that was how I had some of those diamonds. And went and promoted him up to 5 stars. I don't know that I love him, but he's my only tactician, and so that's exciting if nothing else. So he's still level 1, but he's promoted up to level 5, or to rank 5 maybe. I have an artifact on him and all that. So the other thing that I need is, let's sort by rarity, which is how it ought to be sorted by already, but isn't. And then go down and find Anora here. And I'm assuming that Anora is going to be some kind of awesome thing. I looked at her initial stuff, but I haven't looked at her skills and whatnot. So, like, promotion grade 5, get this enhancement when deployed, summons labor. The hero and labor permanently gains sanctity. Upon the death of an allied summon, labor gains 1 stack range of spirit, stacking up to 3 times. Okay, so I actually did read these in her window, and I think she's probably pretty good. What I didn't look at was her awakened skills. So when she's awakened once, when noxious breath is generated, it immediately inflicts immobilized state on up to 8 enemies in range. Cool. Up with the next one. Attack plus 300. Labor ignores 20% of enemies' magic resistance. That's cool. Penetration plus 8. And then enhance, of course. Of course, she gets penetration. My goodness. They were all over this one thing. Alright, enemies on tiles affected by noxious breath receive 20% increased damage from both the hero and the labor. Alright. Don't know how I feel about her, but for sure I can promote her up. So let's unlock Calamity's Whisper. effect. And now it's unlocked. That's the one that generates noxious breath. He's got a 10% chance to. And also when the ultimate is triggered, it will do it every time. So let's continue here. We got what next? This is just all of her basic attributes go up a little bit. Next, we have another passive ability unlocked. This is when on the battlefield increases the attack blade by 10%. And grants damage increase to other allied summons. And damage increase means damage up by 10%. Load her up again. And it's just an attribute promotion that time. Now I need to go 2 more of whatever this is. Auto fight twice. And we need 26 stamina. Let's use some of these friendship points to get 30 stamina. How's about? And start that in the background. Alright, what else might I want to do? I can chunk some gear on her. I'll just chunk whatever on her for the moment. And then, I could skill her up. I don't know if I want to right now. I can throw some random artifact on her. That's a terrible random artifact because that's for XP raids specifically. And, I don't really care right now about the XP raids. So we're gonna not have that after all. And I guess we'll go and pick something for her. Okay, there's a couple of these lucky clovers. I'm sure that's part of why it shows that. We interestingly have 2 of these Watchguard Wisdoms already as well. And Cody says the Ancients are super valuable. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. I feel like I've used some Ancients in the past, like maybe 3 of them. Maybe more? I'm really not sure. Okay, so these are class limited, but I'm not... Okay. I think maybe before I do anything here, let's go to the Forge and see if I have anything. I can do this exclusive forgeable thing right here. May as well, right? I mean, I don't know that there's any reason not to. So let's try it. We have exactly 40 of these gleaming meteorites. Wait, is there ever anything that like I should be saving this for? Like, is there something that'll come along at some point, sort of like the Titan Forge thing that's around right now, but for the exclusive Forge, or is that just something that that doesn't happen? Because if I should save it, then I'll save it. But otherwise, why bother, right? Feeling uncertain about it. I suppose I can probably just go ahead and do it. I've been getting more of them somehow. I feel like it's zombie invasion. And oh, okay, apparently you can get it from Void Rift. I didn't really realize that. Maybe I don't care as much then about saving it. Maybe I just give it a go. But first, let's check this. 1,560 points, 1,554 XP potions, 20 of each of these insignia raids, and 60 divine envelopes. So, let's go ahead on with that and go try to find Nora in this mess because I didn't save her. What a sad deal, huh? Didn't save her favorites. Let's add her to favorites. And then go over to promotion and promote her up so that she becomes just ever so ever so much better. Actually, that's one of the better things because that's the one that when deployed, summons labor, the hero and labor permanently gains sanctity. Upon the death of an allied summon, labor gains one stack of ancient spirits. So the ancient spirits increase labor's attack by 3%. So that was definitely one that we wanted. I don't think I have any way. Yeah, I can't scar her out, but I didn't figure I could. I could um get her skills. If I had Emerit, what would that do? Obtain arrow Emerit to like unlock the golden base steps. Okay, we saw this one on her intro screen. Not intro screen. I'm not sure. The about screen. Um but it'll help with dealing damage to up to 8 enemies with 30% chance of inflict Winter's Bite for 3 seconds. So that's 15% increased damage to controlled enemies. So, neat. In that case, I'm going to head over to artifacts and go to the equipment. Well, the artifacts, I don't know. Maybe equipment is not the right word. Increases the chance of triggering an additional basic attack by 2% for a 1% increase in rage. That is actually would work amazingly with Laurel, not on Laurel, but on one of the people with Laurel, so that we can take advantage of that 50% boost. Is it a boost, or is it just that it costs less, because that makes a difference? The other thing I have here, when shielded, increases attack by level 1, and then I shan't take the thing from Nora that recovers 10% rage after using skill. I do not think. Watchguard's wisdom. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and equip that for the moment. And maybe later we change it, but for now, let's do that. Cool. Let's get out of here and go over to events, where we have more fates, and it has gotten us up to a 200 stamina reward. Very cool. Go back out of there, and then we can use that 200 stamina to good effect here with Gear Raid 1. And we're going to go to stage 17 and just auto fight however many times. Looks like 9 times. We have a lot of auto battles left. Alright. Very cool. That should help significantly on the War of the Fates progress, right? So now I'm seeing, guys, that Team Red is 8 million points ahead of us, guys. We've got to pick up the pace. So that means you, Cody and Bill, let's go, We got 8 million to make up here. It feels like we're on the wrong team somehow, but maybe not. Let's see if I know any of these people. Or if I've seen them. So far, I'm not seeing anybody who sticks out. Of course, I could have played them in Arena and wouldn't necessarily know it, because when your names are like in Cyrillic, shockingly, I cannot read Cyrillic. I may or may not be able to recognize it. Oh, it updated. Wow, okay. Alright, well, they're doing just great. That's what I can say. Like, man, good job, guys. Good job. Let's go back up and see what we've got here. That's so much. That is 282,984 points. They must have been doing it constantly. Doing things. How many points do we have here? We have 1,940. Somehow that's not quite as many as what they have. feels like maybe they're doing something a little bit differently than I know. Alright, let's get out of here. And I think that's pretty good. We've done pretty well. Haven't gone and looked in the arena yet. We got 10 games of these arena coins for defending against other players. That's cool. It's an AoE DPS. There's some way to tell your win-loss ratio. I think I saw that before. Season? No, that's not it. I wonder if it's this over here to the right. Nope, not this. I feel like there's a way. Maybe it's... there's rank. That's not what I'm looking for. That's hero rankings. Results? Maybe results. Oh yes, okay, results. Alright, so let's see how badly I'm doing here. Choose to update your defense team after every battle. Opponents will fight against your latest opponent defense team. Now what I want to know is, what is... okay, that's their BP. What's my BP? No idea. What I do know is it's not 383,000. I think it's 200 and... much lower. Much lower. So... we lost against Drancito the second time, but the first time we got him, so he had to rearrange his folks to beat us. Replay is unavailable. Any of these guys with like 400,000, I mean, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, they're gonna win. That's pretty much the case. Looks like we beat... oh, this Sally Ilaria, I played against her intentionally last night. So that was what happened there. Looks like slaughtered a good bit. Okay, yeah. So we've won over half of the battles so far. I feel like that's alright. And that's anti-air, apparently I'm doing the best in. How weird. Followed by AoE. And then the single target, I wonder if I just don't have anybody set up single target, because it says 0 and 0, so I don't want to have it lost on the single target. How odd. Okay, so in this, I don't know, there's results here for this current thing. I'm losing a good number of them. 23, almost a fourth of them. But I figured that the people who are attacking me are attacking me because I'm a lot lower VP than they are. And I wish we could... oh, we can. No, we can't. I was thinking, I wish we could see whether we were an attack or defense with these battles. But I don't see any way to do that. Alright, that's too bad. Who is my defense team for the AoE? Yeah. Interesting. Good to know. Okay. I think that'll be it for the moment. We'll come back later. So, I'm gonna take off. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you can see next time I go live. I will definitely be back in the game at some point today, at the very least, to do like the kill dragon fight things and such like that. I don't know what time, but for sure at some point today. Hopefully, I will see you guys then. Not a good day, and hopefully all goes well for you.